Hey everyone, welcome back to Buzzworthy. I'm your host, Lacey Harris. I dive into the rare stories entrepreneurs tell about building their businesses, but most importantly, themselves. Let's get into it. Welcome back to Buzzworthy, everyone. I am your host, Lacey Harris, and this week we have an incredible entrepreneur, Kelly Ng, who co-founded Main Stage Rehearsal Studios with her husband, Justin, and they have built something from just an opportunity that kind of came their way and have maximized it. And now we're sitting in their beautiful podcast studio recording Kelly's story and telling us how she and her husband built this business and its niche, and they're not afraid about the niche, and they've gone from just, this idea to now an internationally recognized business, which is incredible and coming right out of yours truly, Hamilton. So Kelly, thank you so much for sitting here and giving me a tour of the studios today.
Thank you for having me.
It's such a pleasure. Steffa from, Economic Development suggested you because you have such an incredible story. And I absolutely was so surprised that this location here that we're sitting at is only a 15-minute walk from my house. And I drive by here multiple times a week and had no idea that the Main Stage Rehearsal Studio was here.
It's funny, like a lot of people say this to me. It's like people, once they walk into the studio, open that door, it's like, oh, I have no idea.
Yeah.
This exists. What is this? And then until we give them a tour, everyone is blown away. They didn't know that such music, we have such a facility only for music in here.
Yeah, which is so incredible, to be honest. And Kelly, the way we like to start this podcast is we like to go back to the beginnings a little bit.
Sure.
And talk about, what do you think in your life has prepared you to be an entrepreneur and then eventually starting Mainstage?
I think, first thing is I grew up in a business family. My dad is a very, very successful businessman, and my mom is a very good supporter. Mm-hmm. My mom is an accountant. My mom takes care of all the accounting aspect or administrative aspect for my dad. And so I always see as I'm a supporter. Mm-hmm. It's funny, I never see myself as a leader. I always see myself very good at supporting the person beside me in achieving their dreams. Mm-hmm. And I also follow the same path. I become an accountant in Canada. It's funny, you see what your parents do, you always same path.
Yeah.
And then so the whole time, I always know accounting is a business language. Mm-hmm. I never thought I would be an accountant, but then accountant did open a lot of doors for me. And then I was working as a corporate controller and for equity company. And I learned my way how to read financials, how to design and structure company. And because I used to work as a corporate controller, right? So my job is to solve a lot of division problem. Mm-hmm. So I'm so used to retrieving if a lost account, people don't know where the money go. How come customer owe us $700K? Where's all the invoices? So That's the time I have to go in and find out all the problem. Then I realized I'm just someone that's solving problem.
Yeah.
And then until in COVID time, my husband, that now is husband, but back then was my boyfriend. But we were very close, we were very serious. And then I was pregnant during COVID.
Yeah.
Then I know, and then also because the business weren't doing good in the company, there were so many restructuring. So then I lost my job.
Okay.
Then he's also going to lose his job because his company was also closing down.
Wow.
So we both lose our job, but we have a baby on our way. And it's COVID.
That's motivation there.
So that is, yes,
Yeah.
because that means I don't see myself going back to the corporate world that I finish work at 8 or 9 every night. Mm-hmm. I need to raise a family now. And my husband told me, I know he has a lot of experience in music studio. He was the one helping another company grow one of the biggest in North America.
Wow.
So if he has that capability, I need to invest on it.
Yeah.
So I trust my husband. He said he can do it. And he just don't know like how to set up a company. He knows how to do it, right? So I'm like, okay, then I can take the other side.
Yeah.
So then we sold our stuff in Toronto and then invest all into this business. Like now that I'm looking back, because business is, they come in any problem.
Yeah.
You just don't but you're not afraid of solving the problem and taking the risk. To be honest, we are trained to not take any risk at all. Once it's like engineer, like once you have like 1 or 2%, we advise not to do it because there's a potential risk. Business is chasing that risk.
Every day
is where's the problem that we need to solve today. So now I become very active, and because I used to work in the corporate world, I have all the tools I need. So I'm applying. I feel like I'm still doing the same job, but now I'm just focusing on one company and to make it grow big. So whatever my husband wants, he gives me a vision, and I'm still in that role, support him and try to make it happen.
It's so incredible to hear that story. And I know something we also talked about, which a lot of people might not know about you too, is, you came here to Canada as an international student as well.
Yes.
So being seeing your parents having a business, taking the risk to come to another country is huge, to go to school. And then career-wise, you were sort of in a job where it's like, no, don't take the risk. It's very risk averse. And now you're back to a place of taking more risk again. And I love what you said in terms of, every single aspect of your journey so far was sort of preparing you to be exactly where you are right now.
Yes. Except taking that risk.
Yeah.
But I do feel like because when you were at your 30s, you were doing the right thing. Like I was really preparing myself. It's not like when I say prepare, I don't mean it like saving or whatever, but like doing whatever regular people would do. Like they try to save and then buy a house, buy your first condo, and then put money aside. Don't spend like crazy. So I do have some saving back then. So I felt like and because I have this comfort, I have the saving. And then so when I have to go into the business, it buy me a few years to go crazy, go wild until you burn it.
Yeah.
And so
but while you're burning it, you're creating you're creating so much more opportunity, right?
Yes.
And it's funny because I think sort of my parents see me as sort of doing that because it's very similar to you. I worked in the corporate space. I did save a ton of money. And when I did quit my job at that time, it was kind of looking like lighting my life on fire a little bit.
Yes.
So I understand what you say, but as you're lighting this thing on fire, that fire is an investment into something else that became Mainstage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the drive is my family.
Yeah.
Because my husband is all in it, and then my son, his tuition is depending on it.
Yeah.
So it gives you that, how to say, go out of your comfort zone. Like whatever you normally do is not going to happen. Like you have to start brand new.
Yeah.
So I don't really look back of, used to be really comfortable. I have steady income. And now, it's a new page now.
It's a new page. I'm going to take that away from this conversation because I think it's such a profound way to look at it. It's not about going back to where you are. It's about accepting where you are right now and look into the future.
Yes, because I think life has many different stages. Like before I start my own business, because maybe you work in a big corporation. We see like we buy company all the time. Every year the company buy 10, another 15 companies. So whenever you buy a new company, a lot of company nowadays is you want to build a business so you can sell it to someone else.
Yes.
Right? So when a company buy your business, they fire all the old employee. The oldest, the longest, whoever that has been working there for 30 years is always the first
to
one
go.
we get rid of. Because it's lower productivity, right? The
Yes.
younger is cheaper and they willing to do more. So then I see myself, I'm getting older. So that's what happened to me is maybe they found someone younger than me, or maybe they can reconstruct the company so then they don't need me anymore.
Yeah.
The company is always looking at lower costs.
Yes.
They will always look for, it's not like look for a way to get rid of me. It's like now I'm more like learning that then the only way cannot get rid of me is my own business.
Yeah.
I'm stuck in there forever. Right?
And it's yours to control.
Yeah, it's mine to control. I actually have a lot of security. Like I have different type of security. Now that I have this job, like this business, it is a job. I work for my husband.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it is different. Like you have to learn like insecurity come in anyways.
Yeah.
Either job insecurity or whatever. You just move things around.
Yeah, and you learn to adapt, and you're clearly very, very adaptable, which is amazing because not ever working in the music space or really knowing too much about it outside of just really trusting your husband and his experience, you really dove into the main stage opportunity as it was. So tell us a little bit about like how this opportunity sort of rear its head, like once both of you sort of lost your jobs and, you know, you had a baby on the way.
So what happened? You want to know like how from that point and then we have Main Stage?
Yeah. So like what was the inception of Main Stage? Because a lot of things were happening around, you know, with COVID, you know, the music scene was changing. Well, the world was changing, but very much the music scene was changing as well too, being in-person entertainment. And, you know, it's hard to create music from over Zoom with a band and things like that. So tell us about what that opportunity was that came together where Main Stage was really born.
Okay, so when we know at the point that we know that we have to start a new business. And then at that time, my husband company, old company, they used to own, like you see how big this facility, 35,000 square feet, right?
Yeah.
They used to own 7 or 8 of this building in Toronto.
Wow.
They are the biggest rehearsal space provider in North America. They have thousands of music studio in Toronto. That shows like the potential of the musician. How many people were playing music in Canada, right? In GTA area. But they were closing down. The owners closed all his like buildings. So all the building has turned into either condo or turned into some like other office development. No one is keeping it in a rehearsal space.
Yeah.
Because musicians don't make money. Like it's not like musicians don't make money, but they don't make a lot of money for the majority of the musician.
Yes.
Majority of them are struggling.
Yeah,
but
the
they
whole
need a
struggling
place.
artist
Right?
thing,
So they can't afford a lot. So that's why they are not a good customer for a real estate investor. So so at that time, the whole world was stumbling. Like what happened? Like what happened to the rehearsal space? Toronto even write a story about like they have a research. The team just write a report about it, do a case study. And then that's when I see the opportunity because I was in Toronto at that time. And I'm like, okay, everyone is closing down. So it means there's a need for it.
Yes.
Then I start doing the research and then because they also own a building in Hamilton.
Yeah.
But at that time, I wasn't thinking of buying this building. We were looking at other property that is around. But then I realized, then I start looking into the Hamilton music scene. Because Hamilton is actually have one of the highest musician per capita in Canada. It's the top 6.
I had no idea.
Right? Like, and also Hamilton is branded as Music City. No one knows about it.
I didn't know that. I mean, the only music that I could remember really coming out of Hamilton was when Canadian Idol was big. And then I think this guy named Brian Mello came out of Hamilton. And that's pretty much my understanding of like the Hamilton music scene and, you know, putting Hamilton on the map a little bit.
Yes, I felt like Hamilton has a lot of underdog. That's how I learned, because they have a large population, and then they have a lot of about 8,000 people in the workforce
In music.
8,000. So that's almost like 1% of the population, which is very common in many cities, and we actually have above the average, right? And I remember there's live music everywhere in the restaurant. Almost all the bar, they have to have a little corner to do live music. Why?
Yeah.
Because that's what people like. They like live music and stuff. So then instead of opening the studio in Toronto, that's gonna be massively expensive to acquire the real estate. I felt like I can do a lot more with the capital we have in Hamilton. And another thing is because I really love Hamilton. I want to raise my family in here.
Yeah.
Everything is more affordable in here. It's not as busy. The government policy changed there all the time. It's just very, in a way, it's a little unstable to operate. So then moved back to Hamilton, and we were looking at different property. We had looked at a lot of property. Then at the end, I was looking at something small. I felt like, we don't need something so big like this. Like, how can we run? Because it's just me and my husband.
Yeah.
But then I realized if I have to keep the cost low for a musician with the construction and everything, I have to do it in the large scale.
High volume.
Correct.
Yes.
Like high volume, mass production. So that's why we take the highest risk we did. So we took this building, and so right now we have 15 hourly studio, we have 25 monthly studio, and we have a giant showcase room that you saw just now. It's 2,000 square feet, and we have dance studio, podcast studio, this one, and then we have production. We have all types of studio.
Yeah.
And we are not done yet. Like, we still have a lot of space to develop. But we realize if we can build a community, bring a lot of people in here, I can find a way to keep the cost low.
Yeah.
And continue for musicians to rehearse. So that's kind of how we start the journey, like why we choose Hamilton, because of the potential, because of the statistic.
Yeah.
And because our love for Hamilton, because me and my husband were both live in Hamilton for many years.
Okay.
So that's why it's the Hamilton. We were just because of work, we were in Toronto, but if we would have to choose a place, it's Hamilton.
So I'm really glad you're back in Hamilton because I think a lot of people see Hamilton as sort of like the underdog city.
Yes.
And you're really leaning into that, especially in the music scene. And one of the incredible things, we talked about before we started recording this podcast was how you really saw that opportunity. You understood the customer, and then how organically you started to create different sections within the building to suit the needs of these customers. So tell us more about how you think of Mainstage as being more innovative within the music scene, knowing that this huge opportunity that existed for musicians before COVID, and then now you post-COVID, you started kind of during that time as well too, and you're creating this brand new space that works really incredibly and is quite innovative.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think you have to come in as you don't know everything.
Yeah.
You are humble. Your customer will teach you. And maybe because I'm not a musician, so to understand musician, the best way is talk to them, right? So I'm always in the front end. I always try to ask people, what do they feel about the studio? What do they do? What can we do better? Because I got a Lean Six Sigma certificate.
Yeah.
So I always think about how to deliver a product or deliver something at the minimum waste.
Yes.
being produced. So then I'm trying to listen, like, do you need this? Like I see like, oh, they put 5 amp. Like you go to a rehearsal studio. They charge you $50 an hour. They put like 6 amp in there. When I 6 amp, it's like 6 guitar amp.
Okay.
But a band is only 4 people. Why are you putting so many and charge $50?
Yeah.
So then I'm starting to study and see like, oh, what's the average number of band in Hamilton? So there's just 4 or 5 people. Then a standard studio is enough. But there is people that they prefer bigger space and they have bigger setup. Like they bring in a cello or like whatever. They need bigger space, more like projection better.
Yes.
Then we have the premium studio because people need option. Then we talk more and realize the metal scene is really strong in here. But they don't have the right gear. Then when we are expanding the studio anyway, so why not acquire something that's more tailored to them?
Yeah.
And so we tailored the Studio 12 as a metal room. Forgotten Rebel, all this big famous band, like metal band, punk band, is their favorite studio.
Wow.
Because they said the gear that they use on stage when they tour is exactly the same of what they will see in our studio.
Wow.
They don't bother to bring their own gear. So I also find like, oh, why I see musicians keep carrying their own gear. I'm like, why you need to carry when we have good? They say, oh, because I need this and this. So then I see when we acquire gear, then I ask Justin, can you get something like this so people don't have to worry about it? Then we did it.
Yeah.
So the good thing is because we have different studio and we're slowly developing it and we don't mind listening to the customer, to what they want.
Yeah.
So we build it for them. It's like we have I always talk about you guys, Spice Girl. It's a good example. But it's true, right? Because they're like, we have really good customer and then you want them to go big. You see them work hard so much and practicing every day in here. They only perform on stage for like 10 minutes, but they have to practice 100 hours, you know?
Yeah.
So we want to see like what you can make them better. They said like, oh yeah, we practice, we like the space, we found the space, but we need to see ourselves for the choreography. And Justin's like, oh, mirror. Then he add the mirror in Studio 11,
Yes.
Studio 6, and now we have like Backstreet Boy, whatever, like the band that if they have to dance because people forgot about musicians. Some of them they dance and sing too.
Yes, they have backup singers.
Correct.
With the musicians and everything.
So
Yeah.
we try to solve this problem professionally. We want musicians to, they know if they need something, they can just go main stage. Instead of going around Pure Space or Tag Venue, anywhere to go search the space that fit them. Because to me, that time of searching is a waste.
Yeah.
You should really focus when you want something, you should just right away, you know what it is, where to go, and then you can start your art immediately.
Yeah.
I want to eliminate bringing the gear, hauling the gear, and finding where a rehearsal space around. Because before Main Stage exists, if a musician need to look for space, they will have to call different recording studio and see if anyone has a downtime. Or call your best friend, and then their girlfriend is mad at him. He can't go. And my wife said, I'm too loud. The basement is not available because we have family coming by. It's really hard to create an art, and it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
So that's why we have 15 studio. Whenever they need,
Always available.
just call us.
Yeah.
You can't go to Studio 1, but I have 2, 3, 4, 5, up until 15.
Yeah.
I'm going to have one, and then most of our studio have very high standard similar gear. So musicians don't mind if they are at 2 or at 4 today. They're very they can accommodate. And then we start seeing musicians growing, right? Like they practice and practice. So now I'm ready to go out. Then they said like, oh, I want we need to record. Like, so they need a space and like and then the sound, I see them like recording in the rehearsal studio. And I said, it's not what it's for. It's rehearsing. You can't record in there.
Yeah.
And then, but people, it's just very limited budget. They say like, oh, I'll book a time when no one come.
Just so they can
Just
make
so
sure
that
they
they
have
can-
clean sound. Yeah.
Yes, like you see, there's people are like that. Then I'm just like, oh, what can I do? Then me and Justin turned one of the studios called Live Off the Floor Studio. It's like live room. So that studio is the most isolated space in our
In the building.
Yeah. So we said maybe it has all the physical advantage to become a recording studio. We don't have to put a lot of money to do the soundproof because it's already isolated. So we put in a mixer, live off the floor recording mixer that you can just put an SD card. So if I'm buying a mixer anyways, the mixer is cost let's say $4,000 or $5,000. Why I don't buy one that has a recording function for the convenience for the musician?
Yeah.
I don't have to charge extra because the function come with it, right? Then I just need to have the staff. Everything is pre-mic'd. So when the musician come in, they want to record, they can just come in and do the drum first. They can do their track, start with the drum and then add the guitar. So many songs were created in here, in the live room. That's why we are innovative, because there's something that, of course we can't compare our quality into a studio in downtown those are professional, but we can deliver at least 70% or 80% if not less, but only fraction of the cost. For $40 an hour you can record professionally. Our gear is professional. And then so now they can shoot just a small quick video for a demo, because they are not sending anything to the recording company that they need a professional video, right? They just need a short 90-second demo with a good sound quality in a professional space looking like. So then they can send it to their promoter, they can get their first gig, they can get booked, they can start making money off their music. At a low cost, low investment.
What I really love about, you telling us about how these problems happen and understanding the problems that these musicians are having is really you listening to the customer in every and any capacity that you're doing. You're really hands-on with it. And it's funny because within the tech space, there's this concept of the lean startup or, other concepts like really listening to your customers. And a lot of people really try to do this in, very rigid ways and surveys and things like that. But there's nothing better than being there with the customer at the time and seeing their problems live and actually talking to them. I think a lot of people are afraid to ask their customers for feedback because sometimes when you're a business owner, you take so much pride in what you have done, what you've delivered. You don't really want to hear the negative feedback. Or if you do hear the negative feedback, you sort of put it off to this is just this person or whatever. But what I see from you, and I think what so many people, I think people in general, but even business owners that want to grow their business, is to really listen to your customer and really stand in their shoe, really understand their experience and their journey. And what I think especially for you is that this is quite intuitive, you're an accountant. You would expect somebody that has been through marketing, creating customer journeys and sales and all of that to be so rigid about these things. But I guess maybe you've learned this innately from your parents as well, watching them run businesses. But I think that's something you've done so incredibly well, and that's showing for the success. Yeah.
I think another thing is you need to know what you think is not always right.
Yeah.
I always find what I think. I change my mind all the time, today I want this, and then 2 days later, I don't think it's a good color. Maybe I change. So when I realize, even my mind can change. I have to listen, what about other people? I can't think they need this.
Yeah.
It's like my son being a mom. You think your son need this. Then they said, nope, I actually need this.
Yeah.
You really have to listen to them. So why am I wasting the effort in providing something that people don't need? And like I said, I always feel like I don't know the business. I act it as like, but I can solve your problem.
Yeah.
I'm putting a basic service right now. I don't want to give you something that you don't need and then charge you for something that you don't need.
Yes.
So how can we develop it? And I think another thing is I'm willing to put the profit aside and building community first. Because for Main Stage, like I said, if Main Stage need to keep the price low, we need to have high traffic.
Yes.
And what can I do to keep the hourly studio rate low? And maybe we can try provide other service, and how we can do event. We can help them find jobs. Once they have jobs, then they can rehearse more. It's a cycle. It's an ecosystem, right? So I felt like this business, at the beginning, I treat it as studio rental. Just people come in, check in, and go out. That's it, right? It's like condo, like it's like a rental business.
Yeah.
Slowly, you realize you carry on more. People depend on you. There's so many young students, they graduate from music program, they don't know where to start because no one ever tells them networking is important.
Yeah.
And it's too late for them to network, or it's not too late, but like they can't start their career and depending on it making money, so they have to do different jobs.
Yes.
You know, it's just like a lot of, then I see what Main Stage as a music hub can do. Like I never thought of me being a music hub.
Yeah.
But people just come because we become very reliable. And when they have problem, we try to solve it for them. And sometimes like it's just not just that problem. Like for example, we have a band starting to learn to do in-ear. Oh Lord. And then said, oh, but I don't know how to do in-ear. I bought the equipment.
What's that?
In-ear is like people just put like in their headphone.
Oh,
so it's
okay,
no
okay.
more like it's a wireless. So they can hear themselves instead of having like a monitor in the front you can hear. So people like so they can go cordless, right?
Okay.
They don't have to use microphone. Oh, I don't know, like it's wireless or whatever. I'm not a tech. And then they can't figure it out. But they have a show coming up. So our team sit beside them and then help them figure it out. Because they don't know anyone better can help them than Main Stage. We don't know too, but I don't mind learning. You are doing in-ear. Might as well other people will be doing in-ear soon, right?
Yeah.
So we should learn. And I have really good team that they all love to learn. They all have a passion for music. They have all seen like, they were all like really like musicians themselves, and they know before Main Stage, they were just doing a job they don't like.
Yeah.
They were working at the restaurant. They were working at like a park, like security, or like so many different jobs, which they not enjoy. But now they're touching music, touching the gear, doing at work. They meet everyone in the community. They meet from student to Juno artists. We have Juno artists. We have global, international star come jam at our space. So it's a different experience.
It certainly is. And talking about your team, I mean, not the elephant in the room, but you work with your husband.
Yes.
You're married to this person and now you're a business partner with them.
Yes.
And you work and see each other every day. Like that's something that is so scary. People always say, don't go into business with your friends. Don't go into business with, your spouse. But how are you making that work? Like, what is that experience in building something from scratch? And I know you started the podcast with saying that I'm a supporter and like this vision started with him, but very much this is both your vision together now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think working with your husband is a lifelong, it's harder than getting an accounting degree. I felt like my CPA's journey was like so easy comparing to like starting a business that you have no idea what it is with your husband. However, like I said, my husband, I trust his judgment because he picked me. And then And like I trust his judgment like on in the how to operate a studio.
Yeah.
Because he really understands the musician. It is him that he want to keep the price low. Like I always said like, oh, I'm not making money. I don't know how am I gonna pay the bill and I need to increase. He said like just hold on to it. Like musician can't pay this much.
Yeah.
If I have to calculate like run the business like how a normal business people will run it, all the studios, it won't be 25. It's probably $40 or $50 an hour.
Yeah.
But we keep it like that. I have to respect my husband and learn how to shut up. When to shut up. Oh, his hardest part is he can tell you what he think is the brilliant idea and you think is the most stupid idea. What do? Give him a face? Like, that's like, oh, it's a good idea. But like, maybe, or like sometimes you're just honest. When you're honest, you felt like you're entitled to be honest, and then like, oh my God, then you guys are not talking at home for the next 3 days.
Yeah.
So we have to find the harmony and how to work with, because it's funny, like me and my husband, even we had the kid, we weren't together for that long, even before we start the business. So everything is like brand new. But he respect me when it comes to starting a company, the structure. When I tell him we need to cut costs, he listen.
Yeah.
He's not asking me question and why. And when he tell me he need something, I don't ask him. He said he need it, then I have to find a way to fund it.
Yeah.
So that's how we operate is we don't judge each other. We have to know we can't be the best decision. Like I can't make the best decision all the time. I do make my mistake. And when I make my mistake, stand beside me. Just deal with me,
Yeah.
That's how we are. Like when I have to learn that he will make his mistake. And when he make his mistake, don't treat him like your employee.
Yeah.
Don't treat him like that's the time that you have to be like husband and wife together.
Yeah.
Yes.
When the hard times come, you really fall back on the foundation of that relationship because he's always going to be your husband before he's your business partner, right?
Yes.
And I think one of the incredible things that you said here was you both trust each other to make the decisions in the realm that you own. Right? Like you hold the bag, you have, the purse strings, you have the administrative side of the business, and he's sort of the execution, the other side of it. And I think that is what it means to be part of a whole,
Yes.
He owns one part, you own one part, and you trust each other to do that job.
Yes.
And I think in any partnership, whether you're married or you have a close relationship with someone, in that way you have to do it. And it's interesting because it's something that I'm learning to do myself with my own brother. He's my older brother, and he's the tech component of things. And yes, I've learned to do tech and things myself as well too. But he went to school for this. He's done this for over a decade. And so now I'm learning to really give him that part of the business and really trust him with that. And it's hard, but when it works really well. And so I'm really happy to see that actually in action because sometimes you just want to hold on to everything so tight and control it all, but you really do need to release that control in a lot of ways.
Yes, because like I learned, let's say if I'm very content, I have confidence in anything I do. I think if Kelly doing everything alone, I'll be a 100%, right?
Yeah.
But I'm with my husband. He opened a horizon that I did not see.
Yeah.
I did not know I can go global stage or whatever. He make my world 200%.
Yeah.
Like, or 300%. But like, it's not perfect, but it's like when you see like you and him adding together, like let's say I'm 50, he's 50. Together we should be at 100. But actually the max is only 80. You have to accept it.
Yes.
You have to accept that like when things don't go perfect, yes, you just have to accept.
And even when you're accepting it, I think one of the beautiful things you said is that, even when I make a mistake, like just stand next
Just stand
to me.
there. Don't judge it.
support
We'll
me.
talk later. We'll talk later. We'll have our moment for the feedback and go around, but just stand beside me so I'm not alone.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think that real like human component of how we treat people within business is so important, because that also trickles down into your employees and how you treat them as well too, and all of that.
One thing I learned a lot from my, I still remember when I was in the corporate controller training with CPA, they were telling me as a controller, you are the one have the most control knowledge about your department.
Yeah.
The way you walk in is how your employee will dictate their day.
Yes.
If you're walking angry and arguing with your husband and stuff, the employee feel lost that day. They just don't want to deal with that day.
Yeah.
But if you're walking like ambitious with idea, your employee behave the same. So we also learned that, like me and my husband, if we have anything we fight, try not to fight in front of the customer. Try not to fight in front of the employee. Do it ourselves.
Yeah.
And the longer I'm in the business, it's funny, like before when you were working in a corporate, you don't see so much up and down in the business,
No.
You're in only like a spotlight. You feel like but you don't see the full picture. And now that you're in the business, you see anything in the business that coming in, even a small little tiny, the toilet has no tissue, can be a big problem because you can't find the right size of the toilet paper.
Who knew that was a problem?
Yeah, like how, and you have to run and then go get it because customer can't come in without toilet paper. Like little thing can be a problem. You have to learn problem come in day by day.
Yeah.
But is your team that stand beside you. So you can't lose your team because of a problem.
Yeah.
So accept the life that go up and down. When it go down, it's not because you have no control. It just that's how life is. Just embrace with your team. And then when the time pass, and then we're going back to uphill again.
Yeah. And it's, sometimes people might say, well, leaders are responsible, or the business owners are responsible for the uphill thing again. But something you said to me in one of our previous conversation was, sometimes you want to go like 100 and full speed all the time, and you realize you can't necessarily push everybody to that speed because that's your speed, and having the flexibility to adjust to other people's speed and each employee is actually important so that they can do the best job that they can.
Yes.
How is it that, is this something you practice yourself in your corporate role, or you saw that this wasn't really happening in your corporate space and you decided this is how I would want to treat my people differently?
When you are a leader, you are as good as your teammate. If they can run, like you can think of, I can run 100K a mile, but they can only do 60.
Yeah.
So you can't run down like a 600 because then you lost your team.
Yeah.
Then what's the point of having them? Then and then because process improvement or whatever, like I learned it as a leader, you are a glue to your employee, You are the one that bring them together to see. That's what your company is hiring you for.
Yeah.
To manage those people. And as a manager, your role is not in the operation. Your role is on the management. It's make sure no one is making mistakes.
Yeah.
That's why we have to design the process to make sure that everything is right. The better they perform, the better leader I am.
Yeah.
So I always see myself is how good my employee is.
And that determines the reflection
How good
of you.
I am as a leader, because I'm not the one that treating dealing with customer all the time.
Yeah.
It's my employee. So I need to teach them what I know, how I see things. And if they don't see how I see, they will never understand.
Yeah.
So I spend a lot of time training each of the employee, like, and I don't mind growing them. Like, for example, like you have to know, like employee, they can't just come in and do like basic work every day. They will leave you one day because everyone have a growth mindset.
Correct.
So then how do you, like, for example, I have this Brett. Everyone know Brett. Everyone love him. He is a young kid graduate from Metalwork, another like music school, like college. And so I'm like, oh, you learn audio production and stuff. So when we designed this podcast studio, he actually was one of the main person that picking all the gear.
Yeah.
And he gives a lot of advice. So you empower your musician because he's happy. When people say like, oh my goodness, it's so easy to use your podcast.
Yeah.
He feel like that give him confidence. And then so we try him to build a production studio. We listen to him. He's very young. Like he has a different idea. When he was building the production studio, Justin is very old school. He's young. So like there's like different in what program to use, what gear is better, but we listen.
Yeah.
If you think it's good, as long as you can convince me why it's right,
Yeah.
I'm willing to take it. But you have to know how to convince me first. So we give that approach to the staff, and then they always give a suggestion. I always encourage them. You are the one that you see the front line of the business. So if you see something, you feel something, let me know. My door is always open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is the right approach to continue innovation, right?
Yes.
Because it doesn't always just come from you. It doesn't always just come from your customer. And now you're building a team where it's coming from them as well too.
Yes.
And I think that speaks very much towards like who you are, I think, as a person and an entrepreneur, because you see opportunities for yourself and you see them for others as well. And you create that space and that room for them, whether it's your customer who wants to grow in their business, because that's what you're helping them do, whether it's your employee. And then obviously that all trickles down to Mainstage. And I think a lot of people, at least what I see, especially in the tech world, is people come in and all they talk about is like how great their business is and how great their solution is without really looking at the whole ecosystem. And I think it's something that you do really, really well.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what has made this experience for you, Kelly, the most rewarding?
I think when I see because we run 3 years, we see the growth, how our space have grown a musician. I start seeing musician when they first started in here as a student, and now they're playing gigs. And they're coming back and tell me, I say, Kelly, I got my gigs in here. Are you gonna come? And I say, oh my God, I can't believe you have your first gig already. Wow. Yes, tell me, like I will come. Like we really build a community in here, something that people belong.
Yeah.
I think that was like the most rewarding because it's like you own a home. I don't know how to say it. It's like Mainstage is our home, me and Justin's home.
Yeah.
We open it to people because we love the space. And people come in here, they always see like we improve this, like here. They said like every time they come to Main, there's something new.
Yeah.
Like you can feel the love in here.
Yes.
And that love got passed on, like get inspire them to continue in a career. Because I think if a person cannot live with a dream, it's very sad.
Yeah.
That's where a city problem comes in.
Yeah.
Like why people are homeless because they lost the dream of their life.
Yeah.
They don't want to work hard. They don't want to fight. And more I'm in this business, I learned that people are in music not because they want to be famous.
Because they love it.
They love it.
Yeah.
It helped them express themselves. It gives them an identity. It helped them connect with other people.
Yeah.
And that's something I learned now, right? And then which something I don't learn before. And I appreciate musicians, how much hard work they put into every single song.
Yeah.
I love all their songs. Like now people ask me like what music you listen to. I'm like, people in my studio. You know, like I don't listen to like big artists.
Yeah.
Like There's some musician, I ask them, hey, I passed by their studio. I really like that song. What is it? Then they give me the name. Then you realize like, oh, that's like another blue ocean.
Wow.
It's in Main Stage. So yes, and I see the potential. And I feel like if give me some time, I will help make Main Stage bigger. And I want to make the Hamilton music scene to be heard.
Yeah.
We have the facility to do it now. So it's time for us, not just Toronto,
Yeah.
to be big. Hamilton, is time for us to go big too.
And you're already going big because you've been internationally recognized for the work that you've been doing here at Main Stage. And I know you sort of just slipped it in just now, but Main Stage Rehearsal Studios has only been around for 3 years.
Yes.
For 3 years, Kelly.
Yes.
4 years ago, would you imagine being where you are today?
Not at all. No. Will never. I would just think that I would probably continue to go back to work if things don't work out. I never thought we can build something that have an impact.
Yeah.
That's the key. Like you can build a business that's profitable. I think building a business that is profitable is easy.
Yeah.
But building a business that have a community impact
Yeah.
is very hard.
Yeah.
And how do you balance like in the profit and the community and stuff? So yes.
Yeah. No, it's really I think it's funny because we always, I think, not too many people that have the same dreams as they are as a kid have the same dreams when they grow up, right? And I think even looking back just 4 years ago, this wasn't even on your horizon.
No.
And now your dream is so different, but it's probably a dream somewhere deep inside you've always had.
Yes.
Because you probably saw your parents as entrepreneurs, and I don't know if that's something you wish you would become at some point.
I think, maybe like something that like I felt like I want them to be proud of me because they have no idea what I do. They have no idea when I was studying accounting.
Yeah.
And they had no, like they kind of know I opened a music studio, but they don't know the impact. I keep telling people just come jamming, and like because people don't know music industry a lot. But winning the award in Saudi Arabia is a big like I would say it's a life-changing experience.
Yeah.
Because what we won was the best use of music in real estate and city planning. That's not
small.
It's not small at all.
Wow.
We were competing with, we were in this for 2 years. The first year we were nominated until the top 3. And then the second year we win. But our competitor was like all like big city festival and Grammy Museum.
Wow.
They were our competitor. So when we telling people like we won the award, I don't think people understand what this award mean to us and Hamilton.
Yeah.
Like me and Justin, we really believe because maybe Justin was in the industry for 15 years and he was in Toronto. So Toronto has a very huge music scene, second to like it's like LA or like not that big, but like comparable, right? Because we have the biggest artist Weekend or whatever is all from Nelly Furtado. They're all from like Toronto.
Yeah.
But they're just 1% of it. There's still 95% or 90% of musicians are struggling. So our space is built for those 90% of people. And then we keep telling the city, like, or anywhere we go is, all this funding that you guys are making is only serving those 5% people or 10%. What about the rest of the 90? Are you not going to remember them just because they didn't make it to that point?
Yeah.
But they will, right? If they have the right equipment. So we keep preaching to people if any city that you want to become a music city, you need to have a space for musicians to grow. Because when we travel around, we go to different international music conference. So you see that a lot of city right now is using music as a tourism to attract people in after COVID. Yes, so a lot of big city like Sao Paulo, LA, like US city, even Saudi Arabia, like Riyadh. Their music scene is growing. Everyone wants to bring in music because when a city have good music scene, it means there's tours will come in. You bring in people you see Taylor Swift.
Yes, that big impact.
Yes, so it does bring in impact. Like people know more. Like people might not know your city, but I would know what that musician come from.
Yes.
Is from that city. So a lot of small city is being known because of a musician go international.
Yeah.
So music and also music can bring in people together, connect thousands of people within 5 seconds.
Absolutely.
Only music can do it.
Yeah.
So that's why music do have a value. But a lot of city keep saying like, oh, we need to build a music city. Just like Hamilton, I want to build a music city. But why people don't know that you are a music city? Because your musician is not being seen.
Correct.
It's not active. Where do they go? They're like hiding in their basement, like everyone is like hidden somewhere.
Yeah.
That's not music scene.
Yeah.
So what we build in here
because they're not being seen in their basement.
Exactly. And then they are only being seen in 5 minutes when they are performing.
Yeah.
And then, but the problem is when a city is asking everyone to perform, only those bigger artists can get
on the stage.
Yeah. What about the rest of the 1,000 people, like 500 band that we have in here?
Yeah.
They won't get it. It's always those like top one because it's easier. They already have the fan space.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a system that the people at the bottom can never go up.
Yeah.
Right? So this is what me and Justin is preaching around. It's like if you really want to develop a music city, you need to grow your own music scene.
Yeah.
And how to grow it is give them a space. Like I said, when they want to jam, all they need to do is call a space and then they can jam. It has to be this easy. You can't ask them to make 10 phone call to just find a space to rehearse.
Yeah.
It will never grow. And if a city don't have a local music scene, then you have to import artists.
Yeah.
So what happens when you import artists? You have to pay for their travel. You have to pay for their accommodation. You pay premium price because they have to, right? So your cost of running music in your city is a lot more expensive. But if you hire your local talent, it's more affordable. You're promoting your city.
Yeah.
It has like a whole like benefit in the ecosystem.
And you're building a bigger community here.
Yes.
And you're actually giving them a stage to thrive on.
Yes.
And I think exactly what you're preaching is what you're doing, which always doesn't coincide, but you are absolutely giving them, and you see it. And when I was doing the tour of Main Stage here today, you showed us how people can grow within this space itself, and it really prepares them for that next stage where they can go and they can start to look for opportunities, right? So you might just be like a solo singer and you just need to practice your voice or your instruments, whatever, and you come here, you use the practice room, then you're ready to produce, then you're ready to practice, and you can send your demo out, you get your demo, and then you can practice, and then you can go and perform
in here.
Everything all in one facility.
You can have your album release party done in here.
Yeah.
You can, and it's backed by your own family team.
Yeah.
You know, like people rely on us, like when it comes to tech, and then they love us because we are always there for them.
Yeah.
Someone asked if we can be their road crew because they trust us so much, and then we said like we don't provide that service. We only have like 5 people in here. We don't have extra staff to be your crew.
Yeah.
But like we have many people approach us and see if we can work outside. So I do see like there's a potential, but it is really the brand and the community that we are building in here.
Yeah.
And that don't limit to just using different studio, because how other thing that we did that other city couldn't do is we formed bands in here.
Oh.
How musicians find bands before, they have to put a little post and say, I am this, written post. I am this and this. I play guitar. My influence is this. and call me if you're interested. Everyone make a post. These are my song if you want to sample. It's so passive. So we start the open jam. Our open jam has become the industry event in Hamilton. We started off, no one believed in it. So what happened is, I asked Justin, like, how do we bring musicians together? Like, you see, when this good thing is you have someone that is not music, but doing the music, because I'm outside the box. Then I asked like, oh, how do musicians got together? And then he said, oh, they put polls, like you see the community polls. And I was like, that's so slow. Like, he will never find someone to play with him. And then Justin said, well, that's how it is. And then I was like, oh, can we do an open jam? He said, like, what jam? Like, I said, like, can I have we have a stage down there. Why don't we just open it? No one is renting it because it's brand new, right? No one knows. So maybe musician, because at that time, like also like COVID, like make everyone stay at home. A lot of people give up music because of that. They can't find band, nowhere to jam. Why I continue with this hard journey for myself? Yeah. Right? So then we do the open jam. People start coming. And then we have hired different hosts. And then some hosts and saying like, I said, people were saying, like, oh, can I put different people to jam a song together for the first time? And then we have some hosts said, no, it's going to sound too messy. It's not going to sound good. So then we can't find hosts. Then I'm like, no, but I think this is what musicians want. I said, like, musicians need to listen how they are playing. And they can't be just always in a space that is rehearsed. Like everything is pre-recorded. What about something is spontaneous? How do they train their ear
to adjust?
Just us. Yes. Like how if someone is making a mistake, what do you do? Like these are the experience that musicians need to grow big.
Correct. And those are real skills.
Correct. Yeah. So how can I deliver that? By the open jam. So now it has come into... We test so many formats in the last 3 years. Every time we get the feedback and we tweak and tweak and tweak. At the beginning, it was just open our stage. People want to come and play their own song. We let them play. And now it becomes strictly into collaboration. So now is everyone, when they want to join the jam, our jam is we can put 30 to 40 people together in one jam. Wow. Our jam can facilitate 40 musicians at the same time to make them go on stage. Everyone get their chance and perform. So everyone will need to fill our survey. Tell me who you are, your music background, what song you want to play, and anything we need to know about you. Then we post it on Instagram and people start signing up. Oh, I can do guitar for this song. I can do this and this. So we start do the lineup for the playlist for the night. And then we start assembling people together. And we keep telling people, it's okay if it sounds bad. Make your mistake in here.
This is a safe
space.
This
is your time to make the mistake. Test your gear. You don't know how that sound on stage. If you fear or whatever, you never play on stage. Just try this. Yeah. There's so many other musicians in here. It's funny, like every time we put out this, is all sold out within 2 weeks.
Wow.
And then, so we have one coming up on the next Wednesday.
Okay.
So it's already sold out. Like we have like 40 guests.
Okay.
Just gonna just come and watch. And then we have like 40 musicians that's gonna play. We're gonna put the lineup and put people together. So many bands are formed in there. So many musicians, they come in the first time and then become our customer.
Like regular customer.
They form band. Like we have so many success story.
Yeah.
It's how you can provide a different experience that other space don't have. Because there's a lot of open jam in the city.
Yeah.
But it's just all about like people go on stage and then just jam something at a bar. And your customer not even really looking at you.
Yeah.
But in our space, it's everyone know what to expect.
Yes.
So even the people who are coming to listen, it's like they almost looking for that. Like how I listen to perfect music all the time. Can I listen to how musicians start writing music? It's a different type of performance. And it's funny, like at the end, at the beginning, you will see like everyone is shy, like just only one or two. We almost have to pull people on stage. At the end, 15 musicians on stage, no one wants to leave. We have to keep like, hey, move. Everyone that's like drag a song. It's only 4 minutes. They drag it to like 10 minutes. They keep repeating loop. And we're just like, cut. They just keep going because they really enjoy that experience. So I'm expecting Main Stage will continue to create something like this. It's all about interactive music experience, how we can provide an experience, a learning experience that you won't get
anywhere
normally.
else. Yeah.
I won't say it anywhere else, but like, yeah.
But that's innovation, right?
Yes.
That's innovation. And I love that you were an outsider looking in.
Yes.
I love that so much because I had a conversation with someone the other day that basically said, well, we only want people with this particular experience because then they will really understand and they can really help solve the problem. But the truth is sometimes when you are so engulfed in everything you can't step outside that box and look at it differently. And that's where innovation really lives because you were coming from such a different perspective, and everyone will say, yeah, it'll fail, but you'll say, but we haven't actually tried it this way yet.
Yes.
And that's what you did.
Yeah, because every time when we do an open jam, it's a risk. I always say it, like, I'm the one that's assembling everyone together, and I'm not a musician.
Yeah.
I go get my Excel spreadsheet, having everyone like lay out the name and like the song name and then putting everyone together. And I give this to the staff.
Yeah.
And Justin and the team, they will run the jam. So I'm like, I want to try. I like to try things. And the other thing is it's my business. So if it failed, then it's just, I'm the one responsible for it anyway. So let me try. And I don't charge people for coming to the jam. I want to make it accessible.
Yeah.
And so they know that we are giving back. It's really a way that like Main Stage give back. Mm-hmm. And it has done so effectively. Like right now, people just keep asking, when is your next jam? And why I say every time it's a risk, because I don't charge. So, but the cost, I'm still paying for it. Yes. I still have to hire a band to jam with people. Because if you want to play a song that no one wants to play, I'm not going to exclude you. I'm going to have my band play with you. Yeah. So you still have your chance, right? So it's very costly. Mm-hmm. But the problem in Hamilton is right now, people don't show up. People will sign up and they don't show up. They took the spot. And a lot of event is the same. It's people just don't go. People don't like to show up. Yeah. Unless it's something very different. Yeah. And I learned that like for shows, musician can put on a show and then they said they have 30,000 followers. So they're expecting they're going to have 100 fans comes in. Mm-hmm. And on their day to perform, there's only like 3, which is their own family member. That so happened so much everywhere. So how do you teach the musician to learn the reality? It's before your own show, how do you promote yourself? Yeah. We also do it in here. It's like we try to teach them how to throw a show easier. Mm-hmm. Just do 2 hours, start in the live room. Yeah. Don't do your release party in the showcase room. Start it in the live room. Yes. Yeah.
Kelly, you've done so much. You've done so much, and your energy is so electrifying. And I can feel your passion for helping the music scene, and I can see you helping every single musician walking in here. And I don't necessarily consider myself a musician, but I might have to come in here and rent a studio and sing some songs that's some really off key sometimes and just really express myself and, go to the next level. And, you just recently also added a dance studio here. Which is perfect because a lot of musicians will have dancers. And, that was my favorite thing from 90s videos is that they always had some dancer team that we would love. And so adding that as another component of what you do is so incredible. And I can't wait to see what Mainstage does.
Thank you.
In the future. It's going to do more.
Thank you.
I know it, and I will be following because I will be here recording more episodes.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I'll definitely see it firsthand too. And so incredible to have you, on this podcast today. And where can people find Mainstage online?
They can find us in mainstagerehearsalstudio.com. We also have Instagram, Mainstage Rehearsal Studio, and Facebook. Same thing, Mainstage Rehearsal Studio. Yeah.
Perfect. So you can find everywhere online, you can find Mainstage Rehearsal Studios in the caption below. And we will have the link to everything there so you don't have to worry. And the next time there is a jam session or there is any bigger event happening in here at Mainstage, please let us know because we will let our people know what's happening so they can come and experience this incredible facility where music is made and like connections are made and, the energy is so high and you can really feel connected to your city. And I'm so happy to know that this is here now.
Thank you.
Because music, I think, is important to so many people and they don't really understand what it really takes in the weeds of it all to build something incredible, to become a household name. But it's facilities like this and people like you that create that opportunity for them. So I expect to know, in a few years, great musicians coming out of here.
Yeah, we're keeping music dream alive. So now is the balls in the musician court to do whatever they need to do to success.
Yeah,
and we will be there for them.
Yeah, amazing.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We're so glad to have you as part of our Buzzworthy community as we grow our network of buzzworthy businesses. Continue to follow us on all the social media platforms at buzzworthy_pod and follow us on whatever platform you're listening to so that you can get the new episodes as soon as they're out. This Buzzworthy podcast could not be done without our incredible team, starting with our music by Khaled Imam, our video and sound engineer, James Clark, Yvette Robichaux, our social media manager, Cesar Cardania, our brand and creative lead, and finally, your host and executive producer, Shalacy Harris. We'll see you next week.